morning. Hello, how is everybody? It has been a little bit of a while. You'll have to forgive me. I've chosen to vlog on a day where I had less than 7 hours sleep. It was quite warm last night. It was, I think, only most of the night was about 22 degrees, but I think it got down to about 17. So Simon and I were quite restless last night. It was quite warm upstairs. Marion is on her shit this morning, as you can probably hear. I do not have my microphones down here, so you're probably going to be hearing all of it. My microphones tend to cancel her out. But yes, thank you, Marion. I will put you out shortly. Yeah. Can you be quiet, please? So yeah, I thought I'd vlog today. I've been watching a few vlogs over the weekend. I've been catching up on Molly of Homespun House's vlogs. I've just watched her brand new one that came out, I guess, overnight. And I realised I hadn't put anything up on my channel for so long. And I have so many videos that have been like filmed but not edited, and now it feels like they are so old that it's pointless sharing them, if that makes sense. I mean, I can if you guys are interested in seeing it. It's going to be stuff that I did months ago. I still haven't finished editing the egg hunt video that I've mentioned multiple times, so it's probably going to be next Easter by the time I finish this Easter's video. But Advents are done for the year. I finished those week before last. They, I think, are all in the hands of everybody now. I haven't heard anybody saying that they haven't got them yet. I've heard a lot of good feedback so far, so that's really fun. So thank you for getting in touch if you got an Advent and you have enjoyed it so far. I only know of one person who's been through all the colours. You know who you are. I do have a couple of things I need to do for customers today. I need to give them some advice, so which includes me going and finding projects, and one of them's to do with the Advent, so I'll have to grey out that if I film any of that. It's quite warm. Hopefully the fan is not bothering the microphone too much, because I do have the fan just running. Elvis and I have been for our walk already this morning. He is maxing out next to me on the couch here. Oh baby, you were sleeping. Was you sleeping? And I'm just having my coffee and a quick knit. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to get done today because I am very tired, and I don't know how long this vlog is going to go. It could be for a few days, it could be for one day. Depends, I guess, how much content I have. Vlogs are one of my favourite things to kind of watch. I don't watch so much of the knitting project content anymore, but I love watching vlogs or like project diaries. I know I wanted to do more filming this year and get more videos up, but yeah, going into 2026 I'm hoping that I can do more. I think part of the problem is YouTube. I'm such a small channel that like I don't make money from YouTube at all, and it takes a lot of time. So to film just a regular craft project update video and edit it, it takes like a day or more to like in time. And like for me, because that's not, I need money. I need money to live. So I tend to focus more on getting things done for my shop that will potentially, you know, generate income. So that's why YouTube's kind of had to go a little bit on the back burner, especially as a lot of us are feeling the pinch because of the huge, you know, cost of living crisis that we're all in. Sorry about that. I had to go and put the bird out because she would not shut up and she was driving me insane. So yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, cost of living crisis or something. So it is getting very expensive to keep paying all the bills on one income. Hope you guys will understand and forgive me for the fact that I can't make a lot of videos at the moment. I am hoping to do more than none. And I'm potentially looking at reviving my Patreon, so that people who can help support me over there will get videos and perks and things. So I haven't really thought that entirely through, but it's something I'm looking at, or potentially Substack, maybe members only kind of videos over there. That's sort of something I'm thinking about. That will allow me to create more content because I'll actually be able to earn from the work that I'm putting in. So it's just a bit tricky for me at the moment because not being able to, with all my health things, not being able to like work a job, I kind of have to monetize as much as I can, unfortunately. So yeah, I hope you guys understand. But for now, I think I'm going to finish my coffee. It's rapidly getting cold. I made it probably half an hour ago. It probably is cold, and I'm knit a bit more on my sock. So this sock that I'm knitting on was one of my Life of a Showgirl sock set colorways. So it's mahogany green and whiskey sour. So I'm just working on this. I kept a sock set out of all my Life of a Showgirl sets, and I've done one of each pair. So this is actually the second sock of this pair. So I'm going through and making the pairs for my socks, because I've actually had to throw away quite a few pairs of socks. They're all starting to get holes, even though like I'm really light on my socks, and a lot of these socks are very old. So one pair which is not so old, which I was a little bit upset about, but it was an MCN blend, so a merino cashmere nylon blend, and the cashmere like peels and shreds out of that in socks so quickly. So I don't think I'll make socks out of MCN again, but I was a bit annoyed because I really like that colorway, and I was literally talking to a friend the other day on DMs about that colorway, and yeah, I was very disappointed to see that I had a hole in those socks. And I'm not a darning person. I know I should be. But the fact of the matter is I knit socks pretty much all the time. So I've always got new pairs of socks coming in. So it kind of makes it a bit pointless. I know this is so wasteful and lazy, and I hate saying it, but it makes it kind of pointless for me to repair socks, because I already don't have enough storage for the socks that I own. So I am getting to the point though where I'm thinking I'm going to, like, going forward knitting socks, if it's not a yarn I am like in love with, but I want to knit socks from it, I'm going to do them in different sizes, so that if anybody comes to my house, because we don't have shoes in our house, we don't wear shoes. So if anybody comes to my house and is like, oh, my feet are cold without shoes or something, like, I can give them a pair of socks and they can take them. Or just have a stash of socks put aside just to gift to people. So that is, I think, going to be what I'm going to do mostly going forward, unless I really want that yarn as socks. What do you guys do when you have too many socks? But yeah, I think I'm going to go back to, like I said, finish my coffee, which is now definitely cold, and do a bit more knitting, and I will chat to you guys a little bit later. Just about to film something I was going to do. I was going to tidy up and try and find my project so that I can help my customer out. And then my alarm went off because I didn't show you guys, but I'm making sourdough. So I've looked everywhere. I cannot find the project that I'm looking for. I'll have to go up and look at my actual shop yarn, because I still have some of it in stock. They just want advice on what base that they can use that yarn with, which is hard because I got it as a one-off, so I don't have any more. So I have to make an educated guess as to what is the best thing to go with it, which is going to be tricky. I just don't know where. I've checked all the places where my whips are kept and I cannot find them. I have too many whips. That's the problem. Far too many things going at once, and then I can't find things. So yeah. So you're very high at the moment. I have just had some lunch. I got stuck in the ADHD social media scroll earlier and I haven't done a whole lot. I did find my project actually for comparing yarn bases, and we're all sorted there, so that's all good. She figured it out on her own. Which is fine, but at least I now have an idea if I want to get that yarn again of where to get it from. So my research did pay off in one way. Right now I've just got my tripod set up because I'm going to stretch my dough, I think, for the last time, and I've just pulled out all the 24 minis to see if I can figure out a gradient order for another customer. Some of this is probably gonna have to be in black and white so that I don't have any spoilers for my advent. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. I am flagging. The less than 7 hours sleep is beginning to catch up with me, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get done today. It's warm today as well. Again, it's going to be at 30 degrees today. Afternoon. I'm pretty tired, I'm pretty warm. I just thought, seeing I went on a goose chase to find this earlier, that I would share it with you. This is something I started a really long time ago. It's a cowl. I think I have to frog it anyway because I kind of messed up. You can see the increases here kind of go a bit skew-if, so I think I need to pull it out and re-knit it. But this is in some Polworth that's I dyed. That is, I actually still have two packs in the shop. It was a set of 7 colours. Yeah, and I started this cowl with it, and I haven't actually done anything on this for a really long time. But yeah, it's colour work on the outside. I think you pick up, like you knit the round and then you pick up along and then knit the colour work down and seam, I think. I don't read my patterns. Before I start knitting them, I just jump in with 2 feet. Yeah, I'm glad I found this because I think I'm going to pull it out and work on it again. But yes, that was the yarn that my customer wanted to know what they could put with it. And I've done my gradient of the advent for another friend slash customer. So yeah, I'm thinking what I might do is I might frog this and start knitting on it again, and just watch some YouTube or something, I think. Did my budget earlier. I've done the gradient and I've done the checking for the Polworth, so that was the 3 main things I needed to do today. Plus I have tidied up in here a little bit. My coffee table is not as messy as it was when you saw me pottering around earlier. Simon will be home in an hour or so, so I might just sit and knit. I might put that blind down actually, because we get full western afternoon sun on this room across the whole front of our house, so I might put that blind down just to try and prevent some of the heat from the sun coming through, and then get on with some knitting. Good morning. It's relatively late this morning because I have been out. Elvis doesn't know anything about personal space. I've been out this morning. It is Tuesday, by the way, the second day of this vlog. I had to have a pelvic scan this morning, so I've had that done. Simon and I just did a couple of errands on the way home. He's popped off to work now, and Elvis is all over me. No, come on, no. My battery is now going to be running out, so and Elvis is barking, so we're going well this morning. At least Marion's not screaming, so that's something. I just popped my sourdough in the oven. I need a bigger vessel to bake in. I feel like the vessel that I have is just a cast iron Dutch oven. It's a bit small, and I feel like it prevents my bread from popping as much as it should, so I'm looking for something new. I do have something in mind, but it's a little pricey. About $70, so it's a little pricey for me. But anyway, I'm going to fix this flashing battery, and then I think I'm going to have a little bit of a de-stress because I have another appointment this afternoon, and then I have another one on Friday, so yay. So I'm just going to change my battery, get some knitting done, watch a little bit of YouTube just to decompress a little bit after a very busy morning. Lighting's going to be a bit weird. It is the afternoon. It is getting on for 1, I think. Put myself in the frame, that would be good. I baked my sourdough earlier. I'm just going to have some now, so I thought I would bring you along to see how it turned out. I mean, externally it looks pretty good. Despite what I said about my bread's not really getting the chance to fully pop in my Dutch oven, it looks pretty good. So it was in the long Bannerton. I think that one actually works better in my little cast iron, which is this guy here. It's just a little small cast iron. So I'm going to cut this up and have a bit of food. I think I'm just going to have some bread. I'm not really much in the mood for anything else, so I'll just have a little bit of bread. I've been doing some beading as well, so I'll show you that soon additionally. I've not long finished my appointment I had this afternoon. Thankfully it was just an online therapy appointment. Well, not, that makes it sound like I'm on BetterHelp. No, it was a teleconference with my actual therapist I've been seeing for many years. So that was this afternoon, and I have just been watching some X-Files and doing some beading, which I have next to me here. So I have been working on some Christmas beading to get some progress keepers up in the shop for Christmas. So I've got quite a few little cute things actually. I'm actually really thrilled. I'm especially enamored with some little snowmen that I've been making. And I have 3 colours of them, but my little green ones don't have their, let's hold it from the top so you can see it. What do you call it? The thingies that you hang. Let me get one that does have it. There you go. Little earring clasps that I put on the top. So I've got these cute little snowmen. I love them. I think they're the cutest little thing ever. So I did those in blue, green and pink. And I have some Santa gnomes. I thought these are really cute too. And I've made a couple of gingerbread houses, but I'm not really thrilled with either of them. I made some of these years ago and I really liked how they turned out, but I seemingly didn't take a photo of them, so I don't know what colors I used. I know there was brown and I know there was pink because they were in the colors of my gingerbread house self-strapping sock yarn that I make sometimes for Christmas. Not this year because I don't have the energy nor the yarn stock, and I tried to replicate it from memory, but none of it was work. I've ripped out these, like, so many of these little gingerbread houses, and these are still not right. I'm gonna list them anyway, somebody might like them. And I made some little Christmas trees, so you might have seen these before. These are ones that I've made. I've had these in the shop before, just little Christmas trees, and I have them in pink and purple as well. Ooh, nearly lost my beading tray. You get the idea. It's trying to get my camera to focus is not the easiest thing. mess up all my piles of beads now on my board. And this afternoon, where did he go? I am making, let's put that over there so I don't drop it. I'm making some little teddies. I don't think that's focusing, but you get the idea. So I'm going to go back to my beading and I'm watching some X-Files. So good morning, it is Thursday and I have no power. Yay! Simon left for work this morning with no coffee. I haven't had a coffee, obviously, because there's no power. Yeah, so this is a lot of fun. Marion agrees. Elvis has just had his breakfast, which I couldn't weigh out because usually because we feed him those big tubes of meat and we cut them up and we divide them into 7. So I haven't been able to weigh his food this morning. So I've just approximated what I've given him, but he seems happy. He's here playing big baby. Yeah, so I figure this morning, my laptop is relatively new. I bought that this year, so the battery's pretty good on it. So I think I might just do my usual routine, just minus coffee. I have my I don't know how it's said, but I am assuming it's Asa sweater here. It's AASE. I think it's Danish from memory. So I did quite a bit on this last night. That's the inside, obviously, because that's the front of it. I saw a tip the other day that you should knit your colourwork inside out if you're worried about your floats, which I always am. So I'm trying knitting it inside out, and I actually think it is helping with the consistency of my stitches. I think they do look better. I only started last night. I don't know how well you see this because the light's behind me, but like I've done sort of here last night, and this is previous to it. I don't know, you probably can't see it, but I can. I feel like I can see that there's definitely an improvement in the consistency of my stitches, so I think that's a good thing. So I'm going to continue knitting inside out. Onto my second to last colour for the body, and then I'll be on to some ribbing, I think, if I remember rightly. And then the sleeves, which might be a little bit harder to knit inside out. I'm not entirely sure because the sleeves continue this kind of dumbbell shaped pattern, really. They continue that onto the sleeves, and depending how much yarn I have, I was actually thinking of switching the colours around. So on the sleeves, what is brown here would be the colour, and the brown would be the pointy bits. So I haven't 100% decided. I only bought 2 balls of this yarn. I might need to order a third, I think, potentially, especially probably if I do swap the colours around. So I'm not 100% sure. It's because I can't. I had a look on Bendigo Woolen Mills the other day because that's what I'm using. They don't have any more of the palette sets, which I'm using for the colours in here of the warm tones, so I won't be able to get more of that, but I can get more of this. So depending how much I used on the body out of the coloured balls, I haven't actually weighed them. They're all just put away in the calico bag that came with the palette set, because they were all 50 gram balls, I think, of the colours. I'd like to avoid buying more yarn if I can. Marion has decided to have a fit. Yeah, I'd like to try to avoid buying more yarn if I can. So if I can make it work with the palette set, keeping those as the little dumbbell shape, and this is the background, and I can make it, that's probably what I'll do. Just not stress about it now. That is a bridge that we'll have to cross in the future. But yeah, I'm going to chuck some YouTube on and do some knitting, and hopefully Marion will be quiet. Electricity is back like an hour and a quarter before it was supposed to, so I'm really excited. I have made my coffee just in case it decides to turn itself off again. What was I doing? I've lost 20 minutes and I don't know what it was that I was doing. Probably scrolling Instagram. Now I'm gonna get to some knitting.